Well, just the third time Australia played a full international in the United States, the first since 1998. But for Mexico, of course, the US is home from home. This is their 10th consecutive international across the border, a country where close to 40 million Mexicans call home. So a big, big test for Australia against the newly crowned CONCACAF Gold Cup champions on an artificial pitch. 60,000 Mexican in the stands as well. So a look at the team news. Mexico are led by veteran goalkeeper Guillermo Ochoa, who wins his 144th cap. West Ham's Edson Alvarez moves into the defence. To compensate for the absence of Cesar Montes, Hector Herrera returns in midfield after a 9-month absence from the national team. And Santi Jimenez, who got the winner against Panama in the Gold Cup final in June, leads the attack. He's got 5 goals in 4 club games for Feyenoord. Australia hand an international debut to Ipswich defender Cameron Burgess, who last represented his country in 2016 with the Olyroos. He'll play alongside Harry Souttar, with Kai Rolls shifting to left back with Jordi Boss unavailable. Conor Metcalfe and Keanu Bacchus both earned starts. And Martin Boyle returns in attack for the first time since the Intercontinental playoff against Peru in 2022. 33 degrees outside the stadium in Arlington, Texas, but no problem for the players. An air-conditioned venue. And this artificial surface may well cause some problems. Only recently relayed. And as you can see, a sequence of mats stitched together. Reportedly not the best. Let's see how it plays out. So the 6th meeting between these two nations, the first since 2001, when Sean Murphy and Josip Skoko gave Australia a 2-0 win at the Confed Cup. Mexico's only win back in 1970, the very first meeting, and the year, of course, in which they first hosted the World Cup. Daniel McBreen alongside in commentary today. Macca, this is going to be a good test, a hostile crowd, awkward conditions, all good preparation for the Asian Cup.
Well, hello, Simon, and everyone out there joining us for this match. Yeah, I guess all the tests that Graham Arnold would want to put his team through. A high-quality opposition who have played 13 matches as a nation this year, as opposed to Australia's 3. A very parochial, partisan crowd as well. And we've mentioned the pitch as well, which will have its own problems they'll have to overcome, but it's all the tests that Graham Arnold wanted to see from this team, that he said he wants to give opportunities to young players to show their wares as well.
Brought down nicely by Ball. Could be a chance brewing here. And eventually, Mexico have to take evasive action to prevent Riley McGree from getting on the end of this.
Well, it was great work from Mitch Duke. Used his body and his movement. And then a little dink into the back post where Riley McGree had just ghosted in.
Souttar and Burgess, big tall players, both forward for the set piece, which is easily dealt with, at least initially. And then the long range blast, I think from Metcalfe, is forced away by Ochoa. So now they make their move, and Souttar steers it into the corner. Australia hit the front. And those 2 giant central defenders caused panic in the Mexican defence. And it was Harry Souttar left unmarked to steer home his 7th international goal for the Socceroos.
Well, the size, we said they could be a danger. Burgess and Souttar, well, it's come to fruition in the second corner of the match. It was a wonderful ball. And you see here Souttar in a one-on-one battle with his defender, too strong. And it's the stooping header guiding it into the far post. You see here, left one-on-one, good strength, movement, gets across his defender, and a good glancing header down into the far corner. Nothing Ochoa could do about that, and it's Australia 1-0.
This is Burgess on his maiden start for his country. Another one of the Scottish-born brigade. It's hails from Aberdeen, but now a fully fledged Socceroos. Space here for Conor Metcalfe. McGree available short. Metcalf. Well, it was presented very nicely for Connor Metcalf and on his favoured left peg as well, and you can see by his reaction he's frustrated he didn't do better with that.
Yeah, he would have wanted to hit the target. Again, it was Jackson Irvine with the nice release pass. Nice interplay here, and as you see on the edge of the box, a little bit of pressure coming in, but he would have felt, should have troubled Ochoa there. Lovely 1-2, beautiful layoff. And really wildly off target. A great build-up play again for the Socceroos.
That's a good steal in midfield by Bacchus. Duke. McGree with Araujo at his back, but he's managed to wriggle clear of the fullback. Irvine floating it towards the back post, and Martin Boyle, if he was 2 inches taller, you fancy that might have been 2-0.
Again, Jackson Irvine involved. There's wonderful play on the right-hand side. McGree, Irvine there, just looks up, and it's a wonderful ball in towards that back post. Just an inch or two too high for Martin Boyle. He got up early, maybe coming down a little as the ball came to him.
Alvarez searching for options. None were particularly quick to appear. Vasquez. It's a deft little touch by Vega to play in Gallardo. Vega again. Pineda. Lovely back heel. Gallardo first shot on target for the Mexicans. But it's straight at Matty Ryan. Well, they work that nicely.
Yeah, wonderful play from the Mexicans. First shot Matty Ryan's had to face. You see here, Martin Boyle actually gets back. That's a lovely little flick through the legs and strike first time.
Mexico looking to get back on level terms before the break. Araujo. Antuna, who's caused a fair few problems down the right-hand side, and he's got him behind Rolls again. Burgess at the near post, helped further away by McGree. Retrieved by Pineda. Now Vasquez. Up and away by Rolls. Back in by Romo. Araujo's header brought down by Antuna. And will it drop here for Santi Jimenez? And there's a challenge by Atkinson, but the referee, Vasquez, right on the spot. He said, I saw that, and there's no foul and no penalty.
Well, he was perfectly placed, the referee. And you can hear what the crowd thinks about it. As the ball fell down, Nathaniel Atkinson looked to lose where the ball was there. It goes, whoof.
Just, well, it's the
he gets
slightest of flicks, isn't it? But he's quickly away from the scene of the crime. Well, that is half-time in Arlington, Texas. And overall, Graham Arnold will be pretty satisfied with that first 45. At the break at the AT&T Stadium, it's Mexico 0, Australia 1. All set to go for the second 45 for this friendly international. The first one between the two nations in 22 years. Australia won that last meeting by 2-0, and again they hold the advantage with 45 to play. Mexico just looked a little bit toothless in that first half. You perhaps wouldn't believe that they only won the Gold Cup in this part of the world a couple of months ago. Looked rather disjointed. Let's see if they're any better in the second half. There's a clear foul there and an easy yellow card. Second one of the night, both have gone to Australians. Connor Metcalf, the offender, holding back Luis Romo.
Yeah, probably no need for that. Plenty of Socceroos teammates around. It's a silly yellow card to give away early in the second half.
Araujo's throw. It's cleverly left by Pineda, touched off by Jimenez. Gallardo at the back post. All the way back to Vasquez. And momentum is somewhat broken down for Mexico. You can hear a little bit of frustration growing amongst their large fan base inside the AT&T Stadium. Forward he goes, one in the air by Atkinson. Mexico too strong, Gallardo. Luis Romo showing good determination. In comes the cross, Gallardo back post, and he does reach it. Romo, there's appeal for handball, and immediately the whistle goes. And Hadi Suter, who put Australia in front, now concedes the penalty at the same end of the ground that will offer Mexico the chance to get level.
Well, it's the first time the ball's gone to the back post, and it hasn't been one from Nathaniel Atkinson.
It's Bacchus, isn't it?
And as the ball came back down, Bacchus is the unfortunate man.
Jimenez strikes the post, and it stays out. And Australia maintain their lead. Ryan guessed the right way, but was not called upon to make the save. And it's all to no avail for Mexico. Well, 60,000 fans were on their feet in expectation that Jimenez would convert. He scored the late winner against Panama in the CONCACAF Gold Cup final in June, but it was not to be. Mexico going to make a change. First one of the game. And we're going to see Raul Jimenez as his replacement. Striker has just joined Fulham for £5.5 million. And also Alexis Vega takes his lead to be replaced by Cesar Huerta. So, two attacking moves off the bench by Jaime Lozano for El Tri. It's a debut, incidentally, for Cesar Huerta. Player is known as El Chino in his homeland, same as Alvaro Recoba was known as. Here come Australia, penalty! Riley McGree upended inside the box as he tried to go through. Luis Romo protests, but again the referee Rubel Vasquez was ideally positioned to award the second penalty of this friendly international. Boyle scores emphatically. A first international goal in almost 3 years. October 2021 against Oman. His last strike up until now. And the Socceroos lead Mexico in Arlington by 2-0.
Well, Martin Boyle showing how a penalty needs to be taken. Cool, calm and collected. And fires it in with the laces. Welcome back to the Socceroos fold.
And with another big major tournament on the horizon, they will hope he can stay fit this time. He's missed the last two, of course. World Cup and Asian Cup through injuries. But he's such a weapon to have. And here he goes through the middle, Martin Boyle. Oh, and he might have just caught Luis Romo there. On the way through, he stayed down. Mexico are on the attack. Desperate for a goal, Raul Jimenez misses his kick in the near post. This is Gallardo. Game really heating up now. Cesar Huerta goes near post. Good save, Ryan.
He's done well to get down the near post sharp there. Huerta, really quick feet. See here, just shifts it onto the right foot. Gets the shot away quickly. The intensity's definitely increased in this match.
Huerta tries to lift it over the top of Rolls for Antuna. Romo. Little slide rule pass through, and they're looking for Raul Jimenez. Breaks here for Gallardo, and he's blazed it wide. A real shank off the outside of the boot from the left fullback.
Looks to play the little pass in behind for Jimenez, and as it comes to Gallardo, he has all the time in the world, and elects to go with power rather than precision, and it goes all wrong.
Some good moments for Connor Metcalf, but one or two chances perhaps to make better decisions in an attacking sense that he didn't take tonight. Now the foot race is on. Oh, is there a little nudge there from Burgess? Yes. Would you believe we're going to have a third penalty of the night? Mexico with their second, and Tuna adjudged to have been pushed over, and Mexico have a spot kick once again. Well, Raul Jimenez has been given the responsibility. Let's see if he can convert here. He can indeed. Reduces the deficits to 2-1. And he joins Enrique Borja in 6th place on Mexico's all-time goal scorers list with that strike. His 31st for his country. 2-1. And that one was pretty convincing from Raul Jimenez, even though Matty Ryan again guessed the right way. Too much power.
Yeah. It seems to be a real difficult one for keepers, the little skip, jump and finish.
Launch long towards Huerta. Oh, and there's a miscommunication between Sutar and Ryan, and it's fatal for the Socceroos. Cesar Huerta pounces on that miscommunication and scores on debut to draw the scores level at 2-2. Degenek. And there we go, full time in Arlington, Texas. Quite a game, that one. A match in which Rubiel Vasquez awarded 3 penalties. Santi Jimenez missed the first one of them. Martin Boyle converted the second to give Australia a 2-0 lead after Harry Sutar had put the Socceroos in front in the 17th minute. But Australia could not hang on to that 2-goal lead, all of which leaves us with a full-time scoreline of Mexico 2, Australia 2.